One of the most famous delicacies in Region 4A or Calabarzon are ginataang langka, lomi, bulalo, espasol, and ginataang kuhol. Ginataang langka is made of unripe jackfruit and coconut milk. You can also add pork, chilies, shrimp, or dried fish. Lomi. The most famous version of pancit lomi originates from Batangas, and lomi is a hearty Filipino soup consisting of fresh egg noodles served in a rich and flavorful broth. Espasol. Espasol is a rice cake cooked in coconut milk filled with coconut powder. It has a chewy texture with a sweet taste. Bulalo. Bulalo or bone marrow soup has beef shank boiled in water with garlic, black pepper, onions, and salt. It has also vegetables like cabbage and potatoes. Ginataang kuhol. Ginataang kuhol or apple snails in coconut milk is a Filipino freshwater mollusk delicacy. It is best paired with warm rice. Good day everyone, I am Trisha Villalon from BSHM 201 and I am here to present to you the different tourist spots and different festivals in Region 4A Cavite and Region 4B Palawan. Tagaytay Ridge. It is one of the most beautiful places here in the Philippines because of its panoramic and breathtaking view of Taal Volcano. It is located in Tagaytay. Tagaytay is a part of the province of Cavite. Taal Volcano. Taal Volcano is perfect for the nature lovers. It is also located in Tagaytay, but be careful of visiting Taal Volcano because it is one of the most active volcano here in the Philippines. Imus Cathedral. It is one of the most historical place in Cavite and it was declared a structure of historical significance. Regada Festival. Water Festival or popularly known as Regada Festival is held every 17th to 24th of June. The festival is comprised of games, street dancing, photo exhibit, trade fair, concert, and water splashing. Sorteo Festival. Sorteo is a Spanish word for lottery or raffle. The week-long festival showcases Carmona Cavite's best produce like vegetable and rice, with a parade of floats, street dancing, and most importantly, the communal lands were offered to the farmers for cultivation through a lottery. Pahimis Festival. Pahimis Festival is held every 22nd to 24th of February every year. Pahimis or Coffee Festival is celebrated in Cavite to promote coffee for domestic and worldwide consumption.
Laguna, its capital city is Santa Cruz. The first tourist destination in Laguna is Nuvali. It is located in Santa Rosa, Calamba and the municipality of Cabuyao, Laguna. The 2,290-hectare development is a sustainable and environmentally friendly space that allows people and nature to thrive harmoniously. This is a place fit for a foodie, an adrenaline junkie, or a relaxed traveler. Next one is Pagsanhan Falls. Although this popular falls carry the name of the Pagsanhan municipality, it is actually located in Cavinti, which is adjacent to Pagsanhan. That's why Pagsanhan Falls is also known as Cavinti Falls, one of the famous waterfalls in the Philippines. Let's move on to the festivals in Laguna. First is the Batingaw Festival. It is celebrated at Cabuyao, Laguna, which is also known as the home of legendary Kampanang Ginto and the richest municipality in the Philippines. Cabuyao celebrates Batingaw Festival every 16th of January to remember the legendary Kampanang Ginto. The second one is Gat Tayaw Chinelas Festival. This festival is held every last week of April in Liliu, which is a source of quality footwear, particularly slippers, locally called as chinelas.
Good day everyone, my name is Beatrice Hormigoso. I am from BSHM 201 and today I will be reporting the Region 4A and 4B. The first province that I'm going to report in Region 4A Calabarzon is Batangas, capital Batangas City. Second is Rizal, capital Antipolo City. And for the Region 4B, Mimaropa, the province that I'm going to report is Oriental Mindoro, capital Calapa City. And includes the tourist destination and festivals. Masasa Beach is the best beach in Tingloy, the only municipality in Batangas. The sand of Masasa is not white as Boracay or Palawan sand, but the water is crystal clear and shallow water that will catch our attention. Calatagan Mangrove Forest Conversion Park. It is known as Angpolo, is a marine protected area located at Barangay Kalitisan, Calatagan, Batangas. This eco park is managed by People's Organization. Verde Island. It is situated along the bodies of Verde Island Passage between the island of Luzon and Mindoro. It was 1988 when small village was connected with electricity through the help of European project, using solar panels for the island's sufficiency. Festivals. Tinapay Festival. It is celebrated every February 1 to February 13. The largest and longest bread is presented along the main road of their town. It showcased the creativity and talent of Cuencano bakers. Tapusan Festival. It is celebrated in Alitagtag town. The celebration is a way to give thanks to God and to the Virgin Mary for rain, for flowers and crops to bloom. Rizal, capital Antipolo City. The first tourist destination is the Ranac Falls. It is one of the flagship destinations of the Nile, and it's popular for summer getaway for locals and tourists in and out of the country. Petroglyphs are carved into rock wall in Agono, Rizal. It consists of 127 human and animal figures engraved on the rock wall, probably the late Neolithic or 2000 BC. Pamitinan Cave. It is a limestone cave in the foothills of Sierra Madre. Nilwawa Dam. It is located in the Mitan protected landscape in the barangay of San Rafael. It is also known as Cave of Bernardo Carpio. Subok Festival. It is a group of men after feasting and overnight meditation gathered around the church to wait for the flower-decked carroza of the Santo Sepulchre, a wooden statue of the dead. Feast of San Clemente. It is a celebration every 22 and 23 of November in the city of Agono to honor San Clemente, the patron saint of fishermen.
Quezon, and the capital city is Lucena City.
Balesin Island. Balesin Island is a tropical island in barangay of the eastern coast of Luzon in the Philippines. It is located in Lamon Bay and is administered as part of the municipality of Polillo, Quezon. Cagbalete Island is one of the jewels of Quezon province located off the coast of the town Mauban. It is a small island paradise in the province surrounded with crimson that exposes significantly during low tide. Borawan Island is the perfect destination for your beach cravings. This famous beach located in Padre Burgos, Quezon province, coined its name from the two famous beaches in the Philippines, namely Boracay and Palawan, because of the resemblance in white sands and limestone rock formations. Pahiyas Festival. The Lukban San Isidro Pahiyas Festival, the Philippines' most colorful harvest festival, will be once again celebrated on May 15. This is a Thanksgiving festival to San Isidro Labrador for the past year's bountiful harvest. The event is popular for the elaborate edible decorations that cover entire houses like fruits and vegetables, most prominent of which are the bright-colored rice wafers known as the image of the patron saints is also paraded around town, assuring the farmers of a bountiful harvest in the years to come. Agawan sa Sariaya. Agawan Festival is a yearly reef celebration held in Sariaya, Quezon, Philippines. Each 15 May in respect to Saint Isidore, the laborer, the supporter, holy person of farming in Great Gather. The festival is known as the Happy Pandemonium and one of the four gather celebration in the area of Quezon each May 15. The fundamental component of the parade as the parade winds its way through the avenues, individuals grab the teats and others create holding tight the houses.
One of the most famous delicacies in Region 4B or Mimaropa are adobong pugita, arrowroot cookies, tamilok, bibingkang lalaki, and kinilaw or kilawin. Adobong pugita. This adobo dish is made with a mature octopus that is cooked in a combination of vinegar and soy sauce. Tamilok. Tamilok is woodworm that lives in mangroves. They are mollusks that taste like oysters. It is dipped in vinegar and served raw. Arrowroot cookies. These cookies are the most popular pasalubong from Marinduque. It is made from the root crop that grows all over the island. Bibingkang lalaki. Bibingkang lalaki is made with tuba or coconut wine instead of yeast, and it makes the inside of bibingka moist and pudding-like. Kinilaw or kilawin. Kinilaw or kilawin is a raw seafood or meat dish popular and varied in the Philippines.
Occidental Mindoro in the capital city is Mamburao. Apo Reef is a coral reef system in the Philippines situated on the western waters of Occidental Mindoro province in the Mindoro Strait, encompassing 34 square kilometers. It is considered the world's second largest contiguous coral system and is the largest in the country. Inasakan Beach is a hidden paradise in Occidental Mindoro. It is an unspoiled, powdery, pure white in beach and crystal clear waters that one could even see through the orange and blue starfishes in the waters. Visitors and compared Inasakan Beach is very similar to Boracay Beach, but this beach is not yet developed. There are no vendors and establishments near the beach other than View Cottage, which means you have to bring your own food and swimming there. White Island is one of the tourist spots in Occidental Mindoro. It is also called by the locals as Manandi Island, which means sudden appearance, for it is said to have suddenly appeared decades ago. It is a small island and an ideal destination for swimming, snorkeling, scuba diving, and fishing. Dugoy Festival is an annual festival in the municipality of Sablayan, Occidental Mindoro, Philippines. It is celebrated during the town fiesta in two street parades and street dancing which feature and Mangyan culture. It is becoming popular in recent years and is now in its 7th year. Saknungan Festival is a Mangyan term that means bayanihan or the spirit of cooperation, brotherhood, and unity at work. It is the spirit portrayed by the Mendoreños day to day, especially during the planting.
Region 4B, Oriental Mindoro, Capital Calapan, Sabang Beach. It is famously known with its frequently strong waves that are massive enough to give life to people who would like to ride the waves. White Beach. It is a popular white beach in Oriental Mindoro because of its long stretch of white sand beach. It is located at northwesternmost part of Oriental Mindoro and at the southwestern end of the island Verde Passage. Talipanan Beach. It is a smorgasbord of beachfront resort, bars, and plenty of white sand without the hassle of nearby places like White Beach. It is perfect for couple and family who loves to enjoy the vacation because of its quiet place and it has a lot of activities to enjoy. Basudani Festival. It is a street dance similar to Sinulog Festival which depicts Thanksgiving for bountiful harvest. Banana Festival. It honors the abundance of the delicious yellow fruits. It held during March 18 to 19 in Baco, Oriental Mindoro. It is celebrated with different activities including harana and panaangguhan, meaning dance with lights.
Marinduque. Its capital is Boac. One of the tourist destinations in Marinduque is Poktoy White Beach. It is like the Boracay Island in Palawan because of its white sand. Aside from that, this site offers clear waters and the lovely scenery where tourists can go windsurfing, diving, and snorkeling. Its friendly residents and clear skies are what locals claim to match Boracay. Poktoy White Beach is located at Barangay Poktoy within the municipality of Torrijos. It is one of the finest beaches on Marinduque mainland and is surrounded by clean, clear water. The next one is Buluksukan Falls. The water from these falls flow from the remaining forest of Barangay Bagtingon in Buenavista. It is popular for its cool fresh water that comes from the mountain and the peaceful vibe it offers. It also has a lot of butterflies, monkeys, wildcats, deer, and bows roaming around the sea. One of the reasons why tourists love this place is that because you no longer need to rent a boat unlike the other beaches in Marinduque. And a little trivia about Buluksukan Falls is that it is identified as the biggest natural habitat of butterflies in this island province based on a study conducted by Professor Ponchito Labay of MSc. The next one is the Balanacan View Deck. This site is a natural harbor that was used by Spanish Navy to build and repair galleons during the 17th century. It has a very beautiful view of the surrounding islands and sea and is located at the northwestern portion of the province. The reason why tourists love to go and visit this place is that this place is a perfect place where you can find inner peace and reconnect to yourself. There are no malls and towering buildings, no loud noises of city traffic, and no population at all. Let's move on to the festivals that Marinduque has. First is Marianas Festival. We all know that there are many events and festivals that we celebrate during the Holy Week, and Marianas Festival is one of it. It is a folk religious event held annually during Holy Week. The word Marion refers to the visor of the helmet that is associated with the armor of Roman soldiers. And the word Mariones refers to the local inhabitants who dress up in costumes and masks of Roman soldiers during biblical times. Marianas Festival actually began in 1807 when Padre Judicio Santiago organized a play based on the story of Longinus, in which a drop of Christ's blood miraculously restored sight in Longinus' right eye during crucifixion. These costume locals are farmers and fishermen who engage in the street theater as a form of penitence and do so for 7 days, from Holy Monday to Easter Sunday. They march around the town scaring children and making a ruckus in a reenactment of the search for Longinus, the Roman centurion who pierced the side of the crucified Christ. The next one is Haring Kalabaw Festival. This is celebrated every third week of January to recognize the effort of the Carabaos that help the farmers as one way of conservation in farming, which is a very important part of Marinduque's livelihood.
The next place is Romblon and its capital city is Romblon.
The first tourist destination in Romblon is Cresta de Gallo, also known as Hidden Gem of Romblon. The reason why it is one of the tourist spots in Romblon is because this is a 5-hectare kidney-shaped islet located east of Sibuyan Island. It is known for picturesque views, powder white sand, and turquoise waters. The island is almost secluded except for one fisher family living there in a small hut, which is said to be the home of caretaker. Also, in Cresta de Gallo, there is no water and electricity. Romblon is known as the marble capital of the Philippines. So the next tourist destination that we are gonna discuss is Marble Shopping Center. Marble sourced from Romblon are at par with the world's best with export quality material, giving it a high value to sculptors and builders around the world. Marble Shopping Center is the best place to buy integrate marbles. The island is blessed with sizable deposits of raw materials that do not run out because of its inexhaustible supply. They have a lot of variety of marbles such as black, green, blue, white, Italian white, century, and century cream. Next is Looc Bay Marine Sanctuary. It is a protected marine sanctuary in the middle of Looc Bay and a host to more than 100 different marine species. It is one of the longest standing tourism attractions on the island. Looc Bay Marine Sanctuary established in 1999 and is a home to more than 100 different species of fish and sea creatures. Boats take you to the sanctuary's smooth bamboo raft from where you can snorkel amid giant clams. Let's move on to the festivals of Romblon. First is Biniray Festival. Biniray Festival is held every second week of January. This festival highlighted by a flotilla of vessels that circles Romblon Bay 7 times, marking the Spanish galleon's fruitless attempts to remove Santo Niño from the province. So, during the Spanish colonial era, the Spanish attempt to remove Santo Niño from the province, but they do not succeed. Biniray Festival depicts a strong faith of the residents to Roman Catholicism, where they feature dancing and activities that they believe would make every people's faith to their patron saint stronger every minute, which is Santo Niño. Its statues are adorned with colorful designs and costumes which attract local and international tourists. The next one is Talabukan Festival. It is celebrated every third week of April in Looc, Romblon. So, a short story about Looc, Romblon is that early inhabitants of the island have Malay and Negritos that live in the Tablas Island. But there are notorious group of people which is called Moros for plundering and ransacking the towns and villages all over. That's why people from this island fear about the Moros because they were afraid that Moros will seize the island. But when the Moros were about to enter the enclosed bay, a genie suddenly came out of the blue and saved their town. So this is one of the reasons why they celebrate Talabukan Festival. Talabukan Festival is a religious celebration to honor Saint Joseph and to celebrate a genie who was stated to once save the townsfolk. During this festival, there are street dancing contests accompanied by props and colorful costumes and food demonstrations, which is a reenactment of the myth of the Talabukan.
I will also present to you the different famous delicacies in Region 4A and Region 4B. Puerto Princesa Subterranean River or Puerto Princesa Underground River. This famous spot was listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1999 and voted as 7 Wonders of Nature in 2012. It is one of the longest underground rivers in the world that outflows directly to the sea. Tubataha Reef. Tubataha Reef is known for its extraordinary biodiversity, abundant marine life, and breathtaking drop-offs into the open ocean. Sunken Japanese shipwrecks. The Second World War wreck of Coron Bay is perfect for scuba divers because it is one of the best preserved in the world. Kulambo Festival. Kulambo Festival is celebrated every 15th to 18th day of March. One of the major events of Kulambo Festival is participants wearing a costumes wherein they are using kulambo, which is also known as mosquito nets, in their attire. This festival is a sort of campaign to eradicate malaria in Palawan. Pasingatan Festival. Pasingatan Festival is held every 25th of April and end in the 4th of May. This event highlighted the special talents of Filipinos in dancing and singing.